Second Take, week 13. None other than the champ in the building, coming off a tough L. Both of us, really. How you doing?
All right. Bad L, but it's okay. We'll get through it. You know what I'm saying? Playoffs are on the cusp.
Oh, we're here. Ramirez brothers, we can say it, division champions. $100 richer.
Shout out Ramirez brothers. They've been winning all week. Shout out to them. So yeah, not much to say there.
No, I will. I think we lost video feed for you, Mike. But there you go. I will say, Dave, I'm taking $10 out of your division winnings because of that. He gave me some foreign currency. I don't know if this ever came out on Second Take, but yeah, he gave me like a 10 and then like some, I don't know where it was from, but it was some foreign currency. I don't know where it's at right now. I don't know if I gave it to Nancy, but yeah, I will take 10 out of that, Dave, just so you know. But yeah, shout out to the Ramirez brothers. I would sort of
probably from one of his lobbyists. He's got a Swiss bank account probably.
Absolutely,
out there in Springfield.
Dave's like, don't put me out like that. Matt, shout out to Danger Matt on the year. Whether however he finishes, this guy took his division early and never looked back. Impressive season.
Never. Yeah, big season for Matt. Despite not scoring that much, he's got a lot of wins. What am I gonna say? 9 wins. Like, that's outrageous. It's an outrageous number of wins. Like, you know what it is? His team plays really good defense. We can't underrate how good of his defense the team is playing.
We always say better lucky than good, right? That's how I feel. I rather to be better lucky than good. But speaking of last week, we had 2 games decided by less than a point. Kind of crazy. My game, I lost to Danger Matt by less than a point. And then looking over here, Dave beat Jesse by less than a point. And those hurt. We've said it time and time again. I know you're a big advocate of this, Mike. I'd rather be blown out than lose by a point or less than, or God, those are the worst.
It feels awful, man. It feels awful. And it came to Monday night. One more catch. Freaking Jeff Saturday. You saw that? Did you see that situation?
Dude. Yeah.
Bro, it's so bad. Yeah, call timeout. What are you doing?
Never. Didn't you? I was like, what is going on here? Like,
look at these coaches, man.
I guess, coaches, he didn't really have to worry about timeouts when he played, right? He had Peyton Manning behind him. He had the sheriff calling timeouts. So why would he care,
But, like, this is the same scenario what happened with the Broncos. Like,
yes.
I don't know. We're every fan is yelling for it. Like, I just don't understand how, like, you don't see the same scenario.
I don't know.
You're in a hurry up. Like,
because there's no point to waste time because if you don't score, there's no other drive you're worrying about. Like, just take your time.
But then again, why didn't Matt Ryan call timeout either? It's just bad. It's just all bad all around.
Yeah. Well,
amateur play.
You should never gamble on the Colts. There's a couple teams like I would never expect them to win, But let's go ahead, take a look at these power rankings. These are the final season power rankings. How about that? I will say, I like to start at the top, but Mikey shouted me out on the group meeting, and I appreciate it because, in all honesty, he has a shot to get in here. He has points scored on the year. Looking at Mikey, he's sitting at 1,177. Okay. The next guy up, I guess we're going by 5 and 7 teams, 1,175 and Ryan Hannigan. The next 5 and 7 team is Xavier, 1,359. Now, that's quite a jump. But you know what? He plays Xavier this week. So just beating him should jump him, depending on what Ryan Downs does as well. It's incredible. It is I'm kind of spoiling here, but it is winning in for Mikey playing Xavier this week. Either one, I believe. And then as for the top 6, there are a lot of 7-5 teams out there. Anybody can get in here. We know that Matt and Dave are solidified for the top 6, but I can't speak on. I mean, like, points 4 is the tiebreaker. So if I finish 7 and 6 and I'm the 3rd seed, right? 1380. Danny's 1333 at 7 and 5. You're 1356. Tony's 1354. And then even Nate is 1341. Like, so this is kind of make or break. You should win this week. Guys, if you want this first round bye, just win, baby. Just win. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So basically, we're we have to. I mean, only one person would drop out at that point. I think we have just Jesse, and sorry,
What do you
no, it
mean?
would be
Out of
two
the top
guys. It would
six
be
or out of the
Danny and
top
Jesse.
10?
Yeah, for the first round bye. So Danny and Jesse are the only two people you got to worry about taking a spot from the first round bye.
Correct. And
And
Jesse's at 13.22. Let me not sleep on him either. Because if he goes 7-6, and then I lose at 7-6, and he outscores me, he would therefore jump me. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Kind of
so
scary.
you just gotta watch out for the. Yeah, it's scary, man. You want to get that first round bye for sure.
I am a big fan of just having the fate in my hands and my team, and it's just winning in. So shout out to
Yeah.
Mikey and Xavier. That's going to be a hell of a matchup later on. But here we are, the final standings. Kind of crazy. What a year! Regular season year. It would be no other way in this league. We would always. It's always a battle all the way to week 13. It's crazy every year. There's something going on here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Well, let's transition over to the Waiver Wired segment, where $100 was spent here in week 13. I'm in the way. Let's move us down. How about that? $100, Mike. You were in here. We'll start off at the top. Michael Hasty, running back, Jacksonville. He was on who he played for. $26. And the Cleveland defense to Jesse for 10. 36 total of his fab. You got to spend it, right, Mike?
Yeah, and Etienne went down. I don't know if you saw that. You got hurt.
Yes.
It's correct. It's correct to do that.
Jesse's probably ecstatic that he put that, But, and also shout out to Hannigan. He says it's not named after me for no reason. He went out there and spent a little. Bam Knight, running back, New York Jets, $21. And the Green Bay defense, $11. My, who I thought was going to be a top 10 running back this year, I'm blanking on my own player's name. Sorry as hell. James Robinson, who I was the highest on as you could be on after week 2, was a healthy scratch last week. That's why we're seeing Bam Knight be added here for $21. And I also thought the Green Bay defense against the Bears was going to be pretty good. I put $10 in. Ryan Hannigan outdoing me. Why it's named after him. Won that bid.
Shout out to him, man. Still, you gotta spend that money, And he needs to win too. So
he's out of contention and he's still trying, and that's what I love the most about this league. There's no quitters here, none. Jordan Mason, running back, San Francisco, $12. Amir Abdullah, running back, Las Vegas, $0 from Mikey. I did notice that there was an injury to another running back of mine, who I thought was going to be great this year.
Elijah Mitchell, yeah.
Elijah Mitchell.
So Michael Carter-Williams got hurt in the first quarter. That's why he got Bam Knight to the Jets. And then Jordan Mason, a guy I was really hyped on. I actually put $20 on him when I heard about the Elijah Mitchell news. And then Jeff Wilson ended up becoming starting running back there. Then they traded Jeff Wilson. And then now Elijah Mitchell got hurt again. They want to back up to McCaffrey. So now you got Jordan Mason. I think Jordan Mason's a baller, man. I think he's really good. But, he just needs more touches. But that shout out to him. And Amir Abdullah, man, I wanted him. I had put $10, actually put $10 down, but I had messed up the waiver order. I had basically, I think I put in a bid for the Chargers D. I was $0 bid for Chargers defense. And I picked them up instead of the running back. So stupid. Like, oh yeah, this team's not on your team anymore. Like,
that's a shame. What do you think of my DeAndre Carter ad, wide receiver, Los Angeles Chargers, $14?
He's been good, man. He's been really good for us. And against the Raiders, he could definitely get like a bomb touchdown. I see it, dude. He's so good.
Well, Mike Williams can't stay healthy, and then Keenan Allen's always out. Jordan Palmer's pretty good, but DeAndre Carter also on who he played for. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah.
Carter we had 2 guys on here so far that have been on who he played for. So is Mike White. He was also on who he played for. $4 a Dave.
Yeah.
QB1.
I got that one right.
You did. You were 100% correct on that one.
He balled out, huh?
Yeah, Mike White looks good. I think he won that job. He definitely won that job.
For sure. Zach Wilson, dude, he's throwing his own career away the way he sounds. He sounds petulant, like a little child.
Who's not? Well, he is a child, but who? Once again, I'm going to harken back to this. Who's in his corner? Who's back there saying like, bro, you're messing up? Stop.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
This is the problem, right? I mean, I'm sure there's guys out there that watch these college quarterbacks better than us. We don't really watch college football like that, but think about what they're coming from, the culture. Win all the time. They probably won everything in high school. They're probably given everything. Win, 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 win. And then once you get to the big leagues, you lose a lot. I don't think anybody has done it better than Joe Burrow, in my opinion. Where you have so much success early in your life and then come back, fail a little, and then persevere. Nobody's shown me better traits than Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
so else, I wish I
agree.
had that guy. Oh my gosh. To go to a Super Bowl. Oh,
yeah.
Love it.
There was another quarterback. Who's that QB taken by
the team?
Oh, Josh Rosen. Remember him?
Yeah, Josh Rosen.
Yes. Okay, so
Cardinals.
He sounds a lot like Zach Wilson. They both sound like each other. Like, oh, he's just like not humble, stupid, and you get kicked out the league quick for that, like that attitude.
Yeah, they don't want
like
that
it's not my fault.
Bro.
Yeah,
the NFL
it's not my fault.
I mean, look at Russell.
You gotta have the right attitude.
Look at Russell Wilson. If you're a leader of men and the team's not behind you, there's no success there. Did you see that information about Sierra let out a birthday party for him and only half the team showed up? I didn't know Russell Wilson was a big guy. Yeah,
why would the whole team show up?
I know, right? Why?
I thought that was a positive thing. I was like, half the team showed up. That's good.
It's that bad.
What do you mean? Why would no, seriously, like you think a whole team would show up to my birthday party? Like, that's crazy.
The deal he got, I imagine, was pretty extravagant. I would want to go if I was on the roster.
Yeah, maybe.
If it was some of the staff didn't go, I'd be like, okay, but no, like half the team, and it was because they didn't want to go. Like, it was probably an extravagant event. Sierra's there, they're hosting. Sierra's great in the event. It's probably a lot of money. It's probably a good time.
That's true. Some music artists probably down there. Oh, that would be sick, actually. Why would you not go?
Well, because you hate Russell Wilson. That's what that says.
Yeah.
I didn't know this guy was such a villain. We talked about it all year. All this stuff's coming out about him. I thought he was a good guy. Shows how much I know.
Well, he's not a bad guy. He's just like, he's not down to earth. That's the thing, So like,
well, there's reports that came out that he was, kind of bossy, selfish, wasn't team first.
Yeah. Yes,
I don't know.
That's what I'm hearing too. But they said that in order to like call him, you have to call his agent first.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
You can't call him. You can't reach him over the phone. That looks bad. That looks really bad. Like, come on now.
It's insane. But as we proceed here, Richie James, wide receiver, New York Giants, $2 to Xavier. And then you said, Chargers D. You think that was a steal, Richie James?
You think he'll start him? I don't think he'll start him.
I don't think he'll start him either. I think he's just getting depth. I mean, we'll find out. And it's a must-win game for him. So, I mean, his start's got to be pretty important. And and then you harkened on it, the $0 for the champ, but it's kind of unfortunate.
I dropped him already, too.
Oh. There's not too many defenses out there.
Yeah, true.
It's a kicker defense tight end league.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you saw
it is.
That's why you saw them go in a row on the second round. You need to start getting
that's why
tight ends go in the second round in our league.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's why you didn't win this week. Your kicker had -1. Oh, wait, that was Jesse. Yeah, Jesse's
my kicker had 11. My defense had 3 though. One more would have been
if his kicker put up 0, if we had the old rules and his kicker put up 0,
I know
he would have won.
He would have won. And of all people to do it to Jesse, Will Lutz, that's his guy.
That's his guy. Remember how hype he was about getting Will Lutz every year? Oh, you guys let him fall to me.
It was like it was like how it used to be about Dan Bailey,
Right.
Or maybe Nate like Vinatieri. But you ready to try your talents out at who he played for?
Let's do it.
Another episode of Who He Played For. Dare Wale. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Ogunbowale.
Are you familiar with his talents? He's been in the league a little while. He's bounced around.
The rapper Wale. That's his actual last name.
That's his actual last name?
I think so.
WOAH
Is his
It.
last name too. Nigerian name.
This man has gotten in the end zone.
Last time I checked, he played for the Jags. That's what I remember last time he played. But I don't think he plays for the Jags. Part of me wants to say the Giants, but
He does play in the AFC.
AFC.
He does play in that
AFC what?
division too. He plays in that division with the Jags. Not the Jags though, but the same division.
Okay. You gave me a 1 out of 3 option here. I can't go wrong. So we got the Jags. We got the Texans. We have who's that in division? Jags, Texans, Titans.
Yep. One more.
And Colts.
Yep.
And Colts. I mean, I feel like you keep throwing these Texans at me because I don't know any of these Texans. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's the Texans. He got in the end zone. He definitely didn't get in over Derrick Henry. So I'll say Texans. Sure.
It is the Houston Texans.
Stop
Congratulations.
throwing these Texans at me, bro. Stop doing that.
Nobody watches Texans football, but we got to shout out Lovie Smith and get his players out here while we can. How about Marquise Goodwin? You've seen this guy. This guy's probably played on your team before.
Yeah, see, this is a good one. I like this. This is actually a tough one. I would say the Baltimore Ravens. That's my final answer.
It is the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, Jesus.
How about that?
I knew it. I was so ready. Oh, God, I'm stuck.
This next guy's been in the league a couple years. He did score. Jake Ferguson, tight end.
Did he just replace TJ Hawkinson from Detroit? Is it NFC?
It is the NFC.
I'm going to say Detroit Lions.
It is the Dallas Cowboys. Little shocking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Little shocking.
All right, I'm going to throw one at you. You know everyone plays in
NFL. You one. Please do.
Jeremy Shockey. Who did he play for?
Who did he play for?
Yeah, who did he play for? He made a name?
He was big for the Giants. The New York Football Giants is where he got his fame, but he finished with the former Washington Redskins.
That's pretty good.
I know my tight ends. No, that's a prolific tight end. I should have you know what? Do you know where Jordan Atkins plays? Tight end.
Where he plays right now, Jordan Atkins.
Yeah.
Atkins. That sounds like
it's a tight end we've all added.
Yeah, Houston, no?
Yeah, he plays for Houston. Good job. That's incredible.
Yeah. Stop throwing these Texans at me, bro. I swear to God.
I love the Texans.
I never know.
Love the Texans. You want to move on to these predictions here?
Let's do it.
All right, let's start with my matchup. I've lost 3 straight. Unbelievable. 7-5 playing. I should change the team name. We no longer are Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is done for the rest of the year. I'm just going to leave him on the IR as what could have been. But I'm playing Chris Piani, who's 3-9, has nothing to play for but to beat me.
He's not even starting a defense against you.
He's got the Giants down there. Piani's been a little active on the basketball. He's trying to trade Mikal Bridges from me. I was interested in Jaren Jackson Jr. because he's averaging 3.8 blocks a game. I kind of want to put him and Miles Turner together and see where we go. But he wasn't about it. Was not for it.
There's this clip of Bill. What's that dude's name? Big Celtics fan. Bill something.
Bill Simmons.
Bill Simmons. There's this really big clip of him during that draft process with Jaren Jackson, Luka Doncic, who's the Atlanta kid? Atlanta Hawks beast. Trae Young. Yep. Trae Young and that center, Mo Bamba, right? Yeah. So Mo Bamba, he's like pissed off. He's like, I don't see why anybody would take Mo Bamba over these 4 players. He named exactly Trae Young, Luka Doncic, and he's like, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen right now. Mo Bamba is not gonna be in the league in 5 years. Okay, Luka Doncic is gonna be the best player in NBA. He says this like pre-draft. Like he's like he just nailed it. Like, and he said Jared Jackson's gonna be a hell of a solid
Bill
player.
Simmons like is all about basketball. He's a basketball book. If I was like a team, I would hire this man. I'd put him on my staff as a consultant at least. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It is pretty.
He went on a long rant about how like we always overdraft these centers. They do nothing in the league, and He's just like going off. I was like, dude, he's so right. These are all correct. Like,
I don't know if you saw Bol has been going off for those Orlando Magic. Bol.
Fair enough.
But back to football here. How do you like me this week? Lamar will play. He was just missed Wednesday. He's going to play Thursday. He's actually going to show up for the media on Thursday.
I'm seeing a big upset here. You're going to lose.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 7-6.
Who scores more points, Zeke Elliott or Tony Pollard against Indianapolis? Tony Pollard?
Sunday night football. Sunday night. Yeah, I would say Tony Pollard. I mean, they've been giving Zeke all the end zone carries, though.
I know. They give him of course. But they give Tony Pollard all the work if they go up big. That's what I'm a little worried about. But I'll be very interested in the Sunday night game. There's no doubt about it.
You have multiple ready.
Kamara on Monday night, though. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. But I'm going to take myself. Keanu's team doesn't look like it should be 3-9. That's all I'm going to say. Even at the bottom there, some players down there too. Doesn't look like a 3-9 team to me.
I mean, he hasn't had Keenan for a majority of the year.
That trade hurt him.
Yeah, I mean,
what a terrible season for Piani to forget about.
Mm-hmm.
About Dave, this is a marquee matchup. 8-4 is playing Tony 7-5. Tony's won 4 straight. Can he make it 5 to finish the year? Tony's probably thinking make it 8. Let me win 4 more. What a crazy thing that would be for Tony, the rookie, to make it to the finals and win it. That'd be kind of insane.
Stop. I don't want to see that. No. I don't want to see that again. And with like the guy I freaking like had and dropped, drafted, had and dropped, Christian Watson, pissed me off, bro.
Oh man.
I don't want to see that. No, I don't want to see that.
Mike White,
I can see it happening.
Mike White getting the start for Dave over Danny Dimes.
Yeah. You know, Mahomes is on pace for like 5,500 passing yards.
It's insane.
And you can't even name a 1,000-yard receiver that's going to be on their team this year.
Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Crazy.
It is insane. And he fell to him.
He did. He took him at the right spot, I think, for sure.
Oh,
for sure.
It was a great pick. Might be pick of the year, close to. With everything said, but
I think he took Cam Akers right after in the 4th round. So, guess some you take some, you win some. You know what I mean? I mean, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He didn't get it all right.
It's all about percentages, right? I'm gonna take Dave here. There's no way he wins 5 straight. I like Dave's team a little bit better. He's got 2 guys going on Monday night. What's it going to be? 30? He's up 30, up 40. What if you're Tony? You won't feel comfortable playing against both Olave and Rashad White going into Monday night. I think you need at least 40 to feel comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, no one ever really feels comfortable, but yes, I think he definitely needs a big game out of Christian Watson against Chicago. It's possible.
It's so
very
possible. I heard Aaron wants to play.
Rodgers?
Yeah.
Dude, wouldn't it be sick if he didn't, though? It would be Love Hurts. Think about it. Jordan Love, Jordan
Love against probably Trevor Siemian. There's no Fields.
Oh.
Yeah.
What am I saying? Hurts then?
You're right. You meant Fields. I know what you meant.
Yeah. If they play the Eagles, that's what it is. If they play the Eagles, it would be Love Hurts. That'd be sick.
Oh, Love Hurts is like the song. Who you going here?
Yeah. Who's his quarterback, real quick? Who's Dave's quarterback?
Mike White, who went off last week.
No, but like his normal.
It is QB1, Justin Fields, who's been a fantasy phenom this year.
Oh. I'll take Dave. The guy can't lose, right?
Dave will finish strong, and hopefully.
No, I'll take Tony. Tony will
Taking
win.
Tony. Tony's
Tony
win 5 straight
Yeah,
to finish the year. What a way that would be. Another
It could
marquee matchup. Danny, who's won 3 straight, 75. My dark horse on the year is playing Danger Matt. And is favored to win big. Double digits.
Yeah. He made a big pickup with Samaje Perine. Dude, his team looks good. It's coming alive at the right time. Kittle's back. Debo has not looked like Debo, but he's gonna figure it out at some point. His team looks good, man. Josh Jacobs, man. I'll tell you what, I texted him on Sunday.
Yeah.
And he told me Jesse and you were talking crap about his draft and about how he took Josh Jacobs. And Jesse was like, I'm sure he didn't like that pick coming out of the draft. And Danny said, you're right. I didn't like that pick. I love that pick. I was like, damn. God, that's hilarious.
That's
that Apple, I'm trying to get you.
That's remarkable. And absolutely true. He did love that pick. Yeah, Danny is on draft day. It is a ritual for him to experiment on the draft board. And he's won more trophies than me and Jesse combined. So what we say, does it really mean anything? He is the 2-time. And I projected him to do well this year. I've been on his bandwagon probably as early as week 4 or 5. I said he's a dark horse because he has guys who can score a lot of points, which is what you need in fantasy, believe it or not. I'm also rolling with Danny here over Matt.
Same. He's too hot right now.
Danny's
too hot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jacobs might not play. You know that, right?
Well, if that happens, then you can't take Danny.
I would still take Danny.
I don't know.
Right.
He doesn't have another running back, does he? Gus Edwards, the Gus bus. Dobbins back. Dobbins might be back. Okay. Joe, whose season is over, is playing Jesse. Getting Watson back, huh? This was a long wait for Joe. Took Watson later in the draft and was hoping that he would be playoff relevant and could roll with Watson the rest of the year.
And then they ended up suspending him longer. Remember that?
Yeah. About time Joe got a little bit, it's about time Joe got exposed on a player who he tried to take advantage of their situation. Yeah. A la Ezekiel Elliott. About time it comes back on you, Joe. I'm gonna take Jesse here. Mostert is gonna start for Miami, supposedly, or at least back. I don't know. I do like Jeff as well. Jeff Wilson is very good, but I heard Mostert's gonna get a lot of work if he's healthy against San Francisco. I think Christian McCaffrey's definitely gonna play.
If I was Jesse, I would offer Joe maybe like $15-20 to start Kirk Cousins. No, to start Russell Wilson. Yeah, and then start the Seahawks defense.
Do you think Watson's going to put up big numbers his first game back? Did you hear about this? That the women that he violated are going to be at the stadium in one of the boxes.
10 of them.
10 of them. You heard about
10 of them. Yeah.
Incredible. I don't think it will.
I don't know what that's about.
Well, they want to send a message.
What message? Like, I don't know. You're going to see the game. Like, what if he balls out? Like, what message are you sending? Like, you just
like crap.
You're just supporting.
Remember the Kyrie stuff with the anti-Semitism, and they were sitting there you didn't see them with the T-shirts.
Oh yeah.
Same concept. They're kind of boycotting them.
Okay. I mean, you're watching the game. You're watching them play. You're watching them throw the football. I don't know. But to be fair, like, I think we're thinking of it too hard because at the end of the day, they work for the Texans and they're going to a Texans game. That's all that's happening here. I think we're overthinking like the whole Watson aspect of it. They could just be invited to the game. You know what I mean? But whatever. But I over under 20 points for Deshaun Watson. You think he'll ball out?
Over 20 against Houston? Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, next year I'm drafting Amari Cooper. I'll take Amari Cooper high as hell. He looked good this year.
Yeah, he did.
and with Watson coming back or finally getting his feet under him, dude, I'm taking Cooper next year for
Yeah,
sure.
Cleveland may be somebody next year now. I agree that put that in the pocket for next year, huh?
They got the number 1 running back. They're gonna have a good. I mean, Watson was considered a top 5 QB 2 years ago. Like,
yeah, fantasy wise, this guy was like, yeah. I mean, people were
NFL
taking
wise,
Watson over Dak Prescott. Like Watson
he was good. He was really good.
Like Jalen Hurts. Yeah. He was Jalen Hurts fantasy wise a couple years ago, like with that output, but better. I think he was a better version of Jalen Hurts when he was healthy.
He was better.
Yeah.
He was better. He didn't have to run that much. His passing was outrageous. He would throw.
And he got rushing touchdowns.
He was so good.
Yeah.
He was so good. So good.
Maybe we get a couple years of it. You taking Jesse?
So, man, we might. Oh, dude, that's a tough call. That's a tough call. No, let's take Joe.
Wow.
For shits and giggles.
Gonna spoil Jesse if haven't finished 6.
Nah, come on. We gotta take Jesse, right? Jesse's gonna win this game.
This is
Where's
easy.
Waller? I feel bad. This guy had never had.
No,
Waller.
he's got the backup here who's been performing. Morrow.
He's been bad. Nah, he hasn't been that good.
Darren Waller, when I get drafted, he'll be a sleeper tight end next year at best, right? Not in the top 5, not in the top 10.
No, I don't think, dude. You gotta be careful on tight ends nowadays, man. After seeing Kyle Pitts,
right? Pitts I think still be a 3rd round tight end, but Waller? I don't think Waller would be in the top 5 rounds. That's just my opinion. But how about your matchup against Ryan Hannigan, the champ?
Both Ryan Downs.
Oh, excuse me, Downs. Excuse me. Put some respect on his name. Downs has lost 3 straight. Getting Joe Burrow and Chase back, though.
Yeah. The right time, huh?
Perfect timing. It's been a little rough without that combination. I mean, that was Ryan's bread and butter this year, right?
Yeah.
And then Walker's
been he needs to win to make the playoffs, right?
Correct. Well, if he goes 6 and 7, we did the math. So I really think he's in. I think he's in because of the score 1371, no matter what. Because Xavier and Mikey are really the only ones that are going to swap, right? So one of them's going to go to 6 and 7, the other's going to go to 5 and 8. I think that's the only thing that moves the needle. Well, if Xavier wins, it's impossible. It's impossible. Yes, he's in the playoffs. Our top 9 are solidified here. Absolutely. Our top 9 is solidified. Correct. So if Xavier loses, he falls to 5 and 8, and then Mikey is 6 and 7. Vice versa. I mean, it may change in the seeding order. Like he might be 10 playing, Wait, what if Hannigan won though? He's also 5 and 7. So so if Hannigan and Xavier, I didn't realize Hannigan was 5 and 7. You're right. So if Hannigan and Xavier win. Well, Hannigan and yes, and then Downs loses. You're absolutely correct, Mike. Excuse me. I'm sleeping on Hannigan. I thought he was out of contention. I said at the beginning of the episode. Disrespectful. I'm so sorry, Hannigan. We're gonna have to redo that intro. He's not gonna let us live it down. He's gonna call us out. No, I wouldn't either. He's gonna... I swore he was like he had 8 losses on the year. Excuse me. I will say though that if you have less points for and more points against, you don't deserve to make the playoffs, in my opinion, but say what you will. But yeah, so Ryan has to win here. Mathematically. He does need to win. Yes. But he's got a good team, bro. Like Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Like just those 4 guys right there strike fear in my heart. Like, you know what I mean? 3 defenses too. And DJ Moore, who looks so good. I don't know why he looks so good. He's on a bye. You see, like, dude, he had that catch too last. Oh man, dude, he's got a team, bro. He's got a team. My team sucks now. It just doesn't look the same. Yeah, I don't. You're really leaning hard on Devontae Adams. and Hurts.
Oh, bro, I'm clutching on his freaking thigh right now. Like I don't have anything going on for me. But nah, maybe CD has a big game. Adams will have a big game. I'm pretty confident.
Dylan too, right?
maybe
You
Swift-
expect this to kind of be like Dylan's time to shine here, get a lot of reps. They go up big on Chicago, or maybe they just need to run the clock out. It's a close game, depending on who's starting.
Chicago's gonna come to play. I don't know.
Oh, they
I don't
always
know.
do.
Yeah, I kind of have to start Dylan because my flex spot is kind of screwed. Like Tony's hurt. Hollywood's on a bye. Michael Carter's hurt. I could start Benny Snell, but I would have to start him over Najee if Najee doesn't play. So yeah, I don't really have a choice. I kind of have to
Dawson
start
Knox.
Dylan. Could start 2 tight ends. Do you think he'll do good? It's tomorrow. You think he'll do good against New England? No, right? Tight end.
He may score a touchdown, but I wouldn't expect big numbers out of Knox. No.
I'm not even sure if I start the New England defense, bro.
I'm taking Downs.
Buffalo.
I'm taking Downs. Downs to miss the playoffs after the year he had so far? No way.
Yeah. I'm gonna take myself. It would hurt to lose. It would Jalen Hurts to lose, but it would. But I'm gonna take myself.
Pretty good. Brian Hannigan, who is 5-7, excuse me, is playing Nate 7-5. Nate was lost a bunch straight. He won one. I'm sorry, I don't see this here for Hannigan. I don't see it.
You already said it.
I'm looking at it, bro. These running backs. Now, Bam, if he's gonna get time, we can put 7-8 points in there. It's not enough. It is not enough. This stable of running backs that Nate has, he cannot outdo that deficit. Who's he relying on? Hayden Hurst, T. Higgins, Brandon Cooks. Who's going to put up this deficit?
What if Chino and Lockett combine for 2 touchdowns together?
Sure. I still don't think that's enough. I just don't. I'm taking Nate here. Hannigan, it was a good year, buddy. Season's over. Calling it here. Disrespect to the beginning of the episode, and disrespect towards the end, buddy. It's a wrap.
I'm gonna take you, Hannigan. I got you, Doc. Don't worry, Hannigan. I got you, man. I'm taking you. Yeah, I'm taking you. Oh my God. This is like, it's been a good year. It's over.
Had a good run.
Had
a good run. I thought his draft was honestly, like, we go back to the draft recap. I thought he had a pretty good draft this year. I liked his team. He was number 1. That's hard to draft from. As you said, a lot of the GMs have said 1's not easy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think he could have got more for Jonathan Taylor, but that's a whole nother story. But he'd be all right.
Do you think Tony could have got more for
how you gonna disrespect him like that after he gave you
stuff. I gave him Tyler Lockett has been a good receiver this year, and Miles Sanders has been a serviceable RB1. How dare you disrespect me?
You're right.
I didn't even have Jonathan Taylor for several weeks. Get out of here.
You're right. You're right.
I knew it. If I win this year and then you all hit me with that stuff, I'm gonna lose it. Kidding me.
No. If you win this year, you deserve to win. I mean, you lost Cooper Kupp, man. No, there's no disrespect with you.
Well, that's the formula to win a championship. Lose your star player. That's how it works. But moving forward,
I didn't lose anyone last year. I was lucky. I was so lucky last year.
Well, you had Cooper Kupp.
Nah, I lost players, but they came back within like 4 weeks or 6 weeks. Or
right. No season ending. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You have a season ending. Like, I don't think that. And like, why would they rush Cooper Kupp back? Like,
there was no need. The season's over. If you're a ticket holder, by the way, if you're a ticket holder for the Los Angeles Rams, how the hell do you re-up? They have no draft picks. You're going to see some retirements this year. The team is old. Matthew Stafford, and I told you guys, I guess it's worth it because they won a championship. I mean, it's all worth it won a championship. But I sat here on this episode telling you guys Matthew Stafford is not the answer. Way past his prime. The elbows.
Stop.
You're telling me the Rams are going to come back
line.
next year and compete in that division? They're going to compete next year?
Yeah, they'll compete. I don't think Brady's going to be here to stay. Let's start off there. So the Bucs are going to have some years.
The Bucs ain't in the division. I think Seattle will be better than the Rams next year. I think the 49ers will be better than the Rams next year.
Oh, yeah. What am I saying? The Bucks are not.
Yeah.
You're right. It would be Atlanta. So Atlanta's going to suck, right? We already know that. Atlanta's going to suck. Seattle's going to be good. We know that. And then who's the other team? Arizona?
Atlanta's not in the division either.
Bro, I swear to God. Who's on the Rams division? It is Arizona.
West. It's Arizona, yes.
Arizona, Seattle.
Yeah, and then
San Francisco. And who's the last team? Oh, San Francisco, bro.
They will all be better than the Rams next year.
Dude, I'm thinking about
maybe not the Cardinals, but I think they will be personally. The Rams will be the worst team in that division, which is kind of crazy.
They just need an O-line. That's all they need, man.
No, they need a lot more. They need a quarterback. They need running backs.
Stop.
They should have retired.
I hate Matt Stafford. What did Matt Stafford ever do to the Bears?
Stafford did nothing to me.
He beat them.
Matt Stafford did nothing to me.
Why do you hate him?
I'll tell you this. If he makes the Hall of Fame, I'm going to be kind of upset. Just a little bit. But how about our game of the week here, Mike? Our game of the week. These guys are patiently waiting for us to talk about him, and I counted Mikey out weeks ago, and here he is battling Xavier. These guys both came in at the same time together. One has a championship, the other doesn't. We're here, week 13, win and in.
Yep, Mikey with the best receiver in football. Guy's a freaking stud, amazing player.
Got him in the Espen.
Yeah, I would not. I would not take anyone over Matt Collins. That guy is the best receiver in football. I'm just kidding. Nah, just strips as a beast. Yeah, looks good. I mean, on paper, Xavier's gonna win this game, right?
Yes.
But not everything's on paper. You know what I'm saying?
No D-Hop. No D-Hop here.
Yeah. How do you feel about Jimmy G against Miami?
Don't like it.
Don't like it.
Does he have Trevor Lawrence gets Detroit? Start him.
Start Trevor Lawrence. What are you doing?
Is it because he's on the road? I don't know his road home splits. Maybe Mikey knows better than us, but I agree with you. Well, he is starting the Jaguars defense. Maybe that's something to do with it. No, the Jaguars are defense that would be great. Yeah, I'm starting Trevor Lawrence here. What am I talking about?
Yeah. What?
You know what, though? I will say this sleeper defense, the Chiefs. Look at the Chiefs' schedule real quick while we're here. Sleeper defense, this weak-ass thing. It is Cincinnati, Denver, Houston. And then Seattle. Sleeper defense. Love that finish.
It matters, man.
Yeah, so if Mikey were to win here, I like that he had stashed the Chiefs. Great job by him. But I'm going to take Xavier. I meant it when I said his season was over. And I'll reap what I sow if he wins. Taking Xavier. It might be the kiss of death for Xavier, but I'm taking Xavier.
I'm gonna take Mikey just to go against you here.
I like it. You're right though. On paper, Xavier's a better team, but he has Ramondre Stevenson, he has Justin Jefferson. These guys put up 50 points. You've seen it before. A player puts up 50 points. It's hard for you to lose. Hard for you to lose fantasy. This is going to be a major week 13 here. Major.
Unless your name is Nate.
Yeah.
Remember when Nate dropped? Remember Derrick Henry dropped like 60 on you? Why does Nate always have Derrick Henry? First of all,
that's his guy. We know who Nate is. He takes players. Those are his guys.
Yeah, he always had Derrick Henry and Mike Evans. That guy always had both of those players. You know, Xavier butt dialed me today.
Did he really?
It was on accident. Yeah, I don't know why. He said Xavier. I was like, hello? All I heard was chopping. I thought it was somebody's body, bro. We might have to get him checked out, man. I thought I heard someone's body getting chopped up. It was some loud chopping. It wasn't like it was meat, bro. It had to be someone's body. I was thinking like someone's leg. It was loud. I'm not even making this up. I know you think I'm making this up because we're talking about Xavier. I'm so serious. He butt dialed me today and I heard some loud chopping.
You didn't text
him? And I texted him about it and he...
No reply?
I texted him. I said, you butt dialed me. And he was like, oh, my fault. And I was like, yeah, I heard some chopping in the background. And he didn't respond. And I want to start investigating what's going on here. No,
I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's fine.
I'm sure he's good. I'm sure he's good.
Wow. Week 13, Mike. You would have told me the season would have been like this. I wouldn't have believed you. Wouldn't have believed you. I thought for sure I'd have the best team. I was going all the way. Like October, I felt this way. And when you lose Cooper Kupp, you just kind of lose 3 straight.
NFL told me I was going to have 3 wins.
And they were wrong.
Yeah.
You had an amazing season.
Could you look at my team, by the way? How many top picks do I have on my team? Like Najee Harris is like a top first or second round pick. Devontae Adams, top first or second round pick. DeAndre Swift, the guy you told me to take over CeeDee Lamb. Remember that?
You got him. You went and got him. Jalen Hurts should be at the top. CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, you're right. You got some number 1 guys here. At least if we pull out the draft sheet, they're at the top of those lists. They're positional leaders.
Yeah.
But you're weak at tight end.
But I'm weak at tight end. Everett's been good, but he's been hurt. I'm weak everywhere else, man. I'm hurting right now. We need some help.
Patriots D's not number 1 anymore, huh?
They moved to number 2. I don't know what happened. Somebody took them over.
No, they're number 1.
Tyler Bass was number 1. No, they're number 2 now.
It says number 1 for me.
Let me see.
Position
I
rank.
think it's number 2 now. Defense, all players, points. Okay, so it's Cowboys are number 1.
Oh,
Xavier has the number 1 defense.
Wow.
By 1 point.
What a season, though, man. This was fun. We'll have playoff seeding. The episodes will obviously change come next week. Maybe we get some of these guys on here that are battling in the wild card. I think I'm going to try to really reach out to them, do a little more work to get to plan and schedule an episode for them. I love the wild card week. Anybody out there who's into fantasy or does fantasy, a wild card just changes everything. You tell me I have a chance to make the playoffs. Now, we've never had anybody win the wild card and go all the way. But the percentages are a lot lower, obviously. That's a small batch of people who've won the wild card. And then,
Didn't Joe won the wild card and went all the way?
We weren't. I think Joe, what was that, 2018? When did we start the wild card? I think we started the wild card in 2019. It was only a couple years ago.
Okay.
But you want to go over the history of the wild card? You're like,
nah, it's not that serious.
Oh,
Xavier almost went all the way last year, so never give up, man. Never give up. Mikey never gave up.
Almost did it. But yeah. Any last words here for week 13? What a season that has been with you as champ. No hangover, Mike. Very proud of you. A lot of people just mail it in after they win it.
Stay committed, man. I was committed from the start. I saw the belt, and that just motivated me more. When you see it every day, you're like, damn, let me check my fantasy team. You know what I'm saying? Damn, let me make this trade. Let me hit up Tyler. Let me hit up Tyler for this trade. Oh, he's not gonna talk. All right, let me go hit up the next person.
Yeah. Oh, that is a good motivator. I'm sure a lot of us are watching right now, looking at that belt in the background, and just thinking that could.
I mean, honestly, even if whoever wins it this year, it might not be me. There's a good chance it might not be. It probably won't be me. But they're not giving the belt. I'm not giving it to them. I don't care. I'm just gonna send them a picture of it.
You're holding it hostage.
Fine. I'm holding it hostage, man.
Joe style.
No. Yeah, I could make a duplicate maybe and give him that one. You ain't taking this one.
That belt is in good shape.
It needs some work, actually.
That's incredible.
It needs some work. It's falling apart. I don't know.
Is it really falling apart?
It's falling apart. It's definitely falling apart.
Well, I can always start in the budget for a new belt.
No, we fix it. This needs to stay. It's the history, baby. They don't make belts like this anymore.
Now, I remember there was one point where we were going to get the belt engraved. There's like some parts in the back where they're open space. We thought we were putting everybody's name on there. And then we just transitioned to the trophy, which is also great. And is in the basement right now. Why isn't it up here?
Yeah.
Well, another successful episode of Second Take for week 13. I'm excited. I'll be tuning in this Sunday. A lot of guys have the ability to make their own fate, which you can't ask for anything better.
You really cannot, man. Big games, man. Big games. We do not want to fall into that wild card spot. A lot of people want to make the wild card spot. Maybe people don't want to miss the playoffs. Some big games going on.
First round bye is the greatest feeling. Well, I'm sorry. Winning a championship is the greatest feeling. But getting that first round bye, man, does that feel great?
It does feel good. It does feel good. Shout out Jesse. He owes me $50 for some World Cup betting that we did. So shout him out.
Oh.
Make sure you pay me up, bro. Yeah. He said Ecuador is gonna make it out the group. I was like, nah, Senegal and Netherlands. He was like, I'll put $50 on it. I was like, I'm ready. Let's do it.
I don't blame him for making that bet. I don't blame him. Well, he won a bunch of money off of parlay, so I'm sure he has it for you. No problems.
He hasn't hit me up since.
Oh, he's good. He's good for his money.
He's good for his money. He's good for his money. I'm gonna take that money too. Put it all on black for me, Jesse, will you?
Oh,
put it all on black.
You're like, all right, you want me to put it on, and then like you're gonna watch him put it all on black and then lose. You're like, that's all right.
Nah, I want that 50 too.
Oh gosh, gambling is terrible.
It's awful, man. Don't do it.
All right. Well.
All right.
Pick 13.
Yeah. Good luck to all the GMs.